Hello, Mustafa. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, so my name is Mustafa Moin. I'm 18 years old and I live in Pakistan.
Mhm.
I recently finished my A levels and I really had no intention of going to university here. So a friend of mine recommended me to join Hustlers University, which is now known as the Real World. And I figured it was a better way to utilize my time. And the thing is, I used to earn before I joined the real world, but now joining here, coming here, it's giving me a better understanding of how to do it more efficiently. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. You said 18 years old from Pakistan. What got you into the real world? Are you saying your friend did, or did you find out about
Well,
it for something else?
I did see a couple of Instagram videos, but when I was watching those, when I was watching the reels, I thought to myself, maybe it's a scam. And then quite a few of my friends convinced me that how can it be a scam when more than 200,000 people
Mhm.
joining? They showed me what's being taught inside the real world, the wealth creation methods that you guys have. It just convinced me. And I joined using a link that an admin gave to me over on
Mhm.
Telegram. And here I am.
Very nice. What campuses did you get into when you joined?
So I got into a few campuses. So just started off with copywriting because I had to have some experience in that. I used to do copywriting assignments back when I was in O levels. I used to do it for my juniors. And I also joined the client acquisition campus. I joined business mastery, but then they basically advised me to focus on one campus at one time, to not to diversify immediately. So I stuck to copywriting, and then of
Mhm.
course I got into the content creation plus AI campus. Didn't really understand it that well, so I got into business mastery.
Good. Which one did you spend the most time in, and is the one that you ended up sticking to?
So the most time that I've spent so far is in the business mastery
Mhm.
because of the lectures that are there. For example, even in the client acquisition campus, Professor Dylan's videos actually made me do the side hustles as let's say a main income stream. There was a side hustle by the name of flipping course,
Mhm.
and Professor Dylan's videos in that really helped me out. That's how I started basically selling things that I didn't need, and I gained experience through that. So I spent quite a lot of time in that, and then in business mastery, I watched Andrew Tate's videos about how in business you need the first rule is speed. So I learned about that. I learned about the later there were five, maybe six modules. So I watched all of those videos. I answered all of those quizzes. Helped
Mhm.
me out quite a lot.
Nice. And which one did you end up earning money through? Just the freelancing or other campuses as well?
I earned money through freelancing. I earned money through the copywriting campus. I watched Professor Andrew's videos, and I watched many of them, and they helped me quite a lot. There was this website that I went on, and a person hired me to do a copywriting task. Now, when I was doing this, simultaneously I was just hearing out Professor Andrews' video lectures on the side and doing this. Now, it did quite help, and then at the end, it did pay off. The person gave me 1 week's time to do it, and I actually did it in 3 days because of
Mhm.
the way that I learned to do things from his video lectures.
Yeah.
And I ended up making about $1,440 from that.
Mhm. So in total, that's coming to 2,000 now. Was there anything else?
Well, there was about $3,500 from the general sales that I got. It's almost $3,500 that I got from the flipping course, selling
Oh, I see.
things.
Okay.
Yeah.
3,500. Nice. I thought that was like 350 in my mind.
No,
Okay. I was
that's the
thinking
one I
mid.
got. The
Yep.
350, the 200 actually is the one that I got from my friend who hired me as a social media manager.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in total, that comes to what?
So it's somewhere around 5,000 US dollars.
Right. As an 18-year-old living in Pakistan.
That's a
How does
lot.
that compare to How does that compare to your average monthly wage that someone would earn in Pakistan?
I don't really have an idea of the monthly wage because I myself am a student. I haven't gone into my practical
Mhm.
life yet. But a person around here, like, generally earns, let's say, um, 6 lakh Pak rupees. That's about $2,000 a month. I'm
Mhm.
talking average. And earning 15 lakh Pak rupees, which is the $5,000, is a very big
Right.
deal for me. And most of that money just went towards a lot of expenditure that we had around the house, a lot of renovations that we had to get done.
Mhm.
So I do have a little bit of saving, but then again, it helped quite a lot.
Right. Good. When you say you went into the house, was it to help your family or what?
My family is quite self-sufficient, but then again, there's some extra expenditure that had to be done, a few maintenance works around the house. So I just cut out a piece of this, I cut out a portion of this income and
Mhm.
gave it to my parents for that.
Okay. Very nice. And how different is your average day now compared to before you joined the real world? Are there any changes?
But there is one major change which I realized, and before I joined the real world, I used to spend a lot of time on Instagram, my games. I used to play this game called Clash of Clans. I still have it on my phone, but now I don't get time. I used to be so, how do I say it, lazy that I would literally spend days and days on end just on my phone, go to sleep, on my phone, go
Mhm.
to sleep, go eat food, go to sleep. That's all I did. And now that I've joined the real world, I have this mindset that this is something that I need to do. This is how I earn money. This is how I'm doing something that's actually useful. It's going to help me later in my life.
Or interesting. So Clash of Clans, I actually used to play that. But how long ago was this? 10 years ago or so?
Yeah.
Long time. Yeah. Maybe a bit less than that. But yeah, I remember that. Okay, fair. Now, what was the biggest challenge you faced when you were implementing lessons from the real world?
The biggest challenge I faced was actually focusing on one specific
Mhm.
course because the thing is that I saw everything in front of me. I saw so many things, and I just wanted to get into every single one of them. I wanted to earn money from every possible direction, but then I realized that diversification was not the way. I had to aim at one specific place. I had to excel in that, and that's the way I could go on with what I was trying to do. Now, the thing is that living in Pakistan, crypto is banned over here. So, learning crypto, learning forex is useless when it comes to living here in Pakistan and implementing that. So I really wanted to get into that, but then again, there's no use for me. PayPal is also banned here, so that was one of the challenges that I had when I was doing copywriting tasks. There was a person who came up to me saying, "I'll pay you through PayPal," and I was like, "That's banned. Can you bank transfer it?" He was like, "There's a PayPal service called Zoom." Which allows you to send money into bank accounts. So that worked out. But there was a lot of clients that just backed off straight because I said that I don't take PayPal or crypto. Even though I wanted to, it's just not allowed in my country.
Mhm.
And yeah, so those were a few challenges that I faced.
Or are you planning on moving to a different country in future, or do you want to stay in Pakistan?
Most definitely, I want to shift to a different country, and I actually do plan to, because my little brother he's currently in college, and then he plans to go to university. I might go abroad with him. So the thing
Mhm.
is that that's going to allow me to earn better, maybe online. I'm also currently learning the business mastery course, and I'm planning to join the crypto course so that once I go abroad, I can actually use my
Yep.
learnings and implement those.
Very fair. What have you been learning from the business mastery course?
So in the business mastery, I really just focus on Andrew Tate's videos in the financial wizardry section. I went over the public speaking because there it helps quite a lot actually. And recently, I just started Tate's Power of Persuasion, where there was a professor who was explaining how he goes over the interview that Andrew Tate had with the BBC interviewer, and I saw the body language, I saw the way he talks, the way he um, let's say, brings his point across to the interviewer, and while maintaining a specific decorum. So that quite helped me out a lot in public speaking. And then again, the other videos helped out as well. In financial literacy, I learned about the different tactics of sales. So, for example, you need to have speed in business. The main tactic should be money in. Different things, and how you should not focus on the legal standpoint, rather just start up your business and then proceed towards the legal onwards.
Okay, cool. Quite a detailed answer there. What? How different are the resources within the real world that you've experienced compared to what you could have found out on the internet?
Out on the internet, the majority of the resources that I went through quite a lot of lectures. I went through quite a lot of Instagram reels, YouTube accounts where people are explaining how to earn money, what's the best way to do so, how to start a business, how to sell something to someone. And it's all about the fact that their delivery is not really understandable. When I watch videos over here, I can really see the point that they're trying to display. The point gets across to me. But when I watch those same things online, when I watch the same sort of lectures online, I don't really understand. I have to go over two, maybe three, maybe four times to actually just get the points in my head. With this, I just understand it straight away in the first.
Why do you think that is?
Well, I feel like it's the delivery of the professors. I feel they're quite experienced and they know how to get their point across. In the majority of the videos that I saw, uh, literally the first word that I understood what they meant. And the remaining videos that I saw all over the internet, I just had to go over it multiple times to get what they were trying to say. So I feel like it's a matter of delivery, the way they say things, the way they try to get across to the student and explain them in their terms. So yeah.
Okay, fair enough. What about the community within the real world? Have they had any kind of impact on you, or do you not interact with the community much?
I have interacted with the community a lot. At first, when I used to, I didn't really know about the community guidelines, so a lot of messages got deleted. But then slowly, I started understanding things, and then I realized that the community is actually helpful if you ask the right person in the right module the right way. I've got quite a lot of responses. I've got quite a lot of help. At first, when I was growing my own Instagram page, I didn't know how to start. And then I started watching different videos, different video lectures in the client acquisition campus, and then Professor Dylan's advice in the client acquisition campus. I also watch Luke's videos in the affiliate marketing campus, and that also helped me out a lot. But when I didn't understand anything, I sent over a message in the ask a question section, and then there was people out to help me a lot. So that really benefited me.
Okay, very cool. Let's see, what else do we have? Covered a bit about. Is there any more to say about your past before you joined the real world? You were saying you were playing Clash of Clans, Lazy. Um, any more to add there or no?
Well, the thing I could add is that I was not much into sports. I wasn't physically active. I I actually used to be obese. I used to be 80 kgs, and then once a friend gave me a suggestion that they're learning physical exercises from the real world. I didn't actually believe it. I thought they were just teaching how to be financially successful. I didn't actually know that they had a course based off fitness. But somebody gave me an explanation. Somebody gave me about how to check your BMI and how to set your diet, like this percentage of protein, carbs, and fats, and divide that and have a diet. I actually lost 20 kgs in 3 months. So this was
Wow.
before the real world, but someone did give me an example from over there.
Right.
It was a very good piece of advice, and that was life changing. So.
Right. It's interesting that the people around you were in the real world and then they were persuading you to join it as well because of how useful it was for them. But it's nice because a lot of people who are interviewing, they're usually the sole people around them who are in the real world, and then they're trying to get others in. So it's an interesting case that others were in before you, and then they persuaded you.
Well, the thing is that most of the people who invited me over here, they themselves actually only joined for the experience. And
Mhm.
one of those guys, he actually just wanted to get his affiliate link sale. So he was
Mhm.
inviting me over there. He wasn't really giving me much of an explanation. But yeah, but I ended up joining through Tristan Tate's admin eventually. But mainly, the thing is that they weren't as successful as I got in the first month, and that's actually probably going to show up now. I'm going to probably get called out after this video. But the thing is that they did not earn anything much. They earned a few $100s. They were here for a couple of 3, maybe 4 months. I would not like to name them, but um, they actually left Hustlers University, the real world now. So they're not currently here, but now I am, and I'm putting in at least 3 times the effort they even thought about putting in. Majority of the times I met them, they were at football matches, probably at the gym, going hanging out with friends at parties, and then I was the one who was left out. And they told me, "Oh, go join this." They were just convincing me when they themselves did not implement anything from here. And now that
Mhm.
I joined and I'm actually implementing and I'm earning and I'm actually benefiting from it, it's probably going to fire back. But yeah.
Right. Okay, it's a very interesting dynamic. Thank you for explaining that. I'm wondering what kind of an impact has Tate had on you?
Well, it has been a very great impact. I first heard about Tate, I think, when I think it was back when there was a video of him that went viral over Twitter. Somebody clipped out a specific portion of his video and they basically took it out of meaning where he was talking about women and they portrayed it in a misogynistic manner, even though that wasn't the case when I saw the full video. So I first heard about him from there, and then a few of my friends were against him, and then I watched the entire videos. A few of my friends actually switched sides. Then they realized that Tate wasn't wrong, and it has had a very good effect on my personality. I've from Tate, one of the main things that I've learned is to talk less and hear more whenever I'm around a specific group of people and there's something about a particular subject that I don't know, or maybe I do know, but I just don't want to share it. So what I do is I just listen to to basically what they have as a point of view. I learn from their sayings rather than telling them what I already know. So that's one thing that I've learned from him.
Yes. And since you're on this trajectory and you're putting in 3 times the work, as you're saying, than your friends, where do you see your life heading in the short term, medium term, long term?
In the short term, I think I'm just going to continue the same way I'm continuing right now. The thing is that I'm running out of things to sell around in my room. So the general sales part isn't going to work for very long. Copywriting is something that I can continue. I have experience before I joined the real world, and as soon as I joined the real world, I earned the 1,440 US dollars. So
Mhm.
that was a big jump. Before I used to earn just a couple of hundred.
Mhm.
And if this keeps going the same way, I think I'm going to probably continue for the next 2, maybe 3 months. And now that I'm starting to grow my Instagram page, I might actually put my referral link over there in the bio. Maybe convince people to join the real world at the same time. Give them the motivation that I had when I first joined. I can maybe even share them this video and then I can tell them to join because of the same experience that I have if they want to get it as on the same path as me, basically.
Right. So, for people who are unsure about joining the real world because they think it might be a scam for the $50, what advice would you have to them?
What I would say to them was that is that if it's a scam, there wouldn't be 200,000 people sitting over here and they wouldn't be learning just like I am. They wouldn't be earning just like I am. And as far as the website is concerned, so much effort would not have been put into creating such a campus with its own team of professors, chat managers, support personnel, general managers, and then interviewers such as yourself. so many people would not be in on such a big scam. It wouldn't have worked out for so many people. There's so many people like me who have earned so much in their first few months.
Mm-hmm.
If we're part of the scam, then how are we earning?
Mm-hmm. All
That's
right.
the way it goes.
Yeah, it's an interesting scam when people are making legit money from learning legit skills and hundreds of testimonials on it. It's a weird way to quote unquote scam people, huh?
I have actually been scammed before inside the real world when I was doing copywriting tasks, not by people inside the real world, but as I was watching the professor's videos, I went over to websites like Upwork and Fiverr. I went over there, I put up job offers, I applied to job offers, and then people were like, okay, do this work for us, and we'll pay you. I did the work, I submitted the work, and then I never got a payment. So this is something that I learned that you should always get an upfront payment or maybe
Yeah.
secure yourself before you start doing some work so that it's not like you waste your time. So this is one thing more that I learned from over here.
Okay, cool. And I'm happy to wrap up there. So if people want to find out more about you or contact you, where can they do so?
They can message me over on Resist Mindset. I have a page over on Instagram, so they can message me there. Other than that, I do have an email address. It is resistmindset.com at gmail.com. So they can send me an email over there as well if there's any query.
Okay, we'll add those to the description of the video.
All right.
And Mustafa, did I say that right?
Yes.
Thank you for coming on and doing the interview. And I wish you all the best for future.
Thank you so much.